I spent 29 years in a California state prison. With a life sentence, I had to accept the fact that there was a possibility that I would be there forever. I spent 29 years repeating the same day. I was told where to be, when to be there, how to dress, how to wear my hair, how to stand, how to act, with the threat of, if you don't do it, there are repercussions. There was 119 other broken women who coped with their issues their way. I had to become someone that I really wasn't. Because in prison, if you show any sense of normalcy and humanity, it is taken wrong. And people will definitely try and take advantage of that. And it's not just inmates, it's staff as well. Actually, within the first 2 weeks of my being on the yard, I was actually sold by my roommate to another girl down the hall in a poker game. I later was attacked by 2 women and held down and raped. And I was stalked by a CO years later. And still, there was no PREA. They had survivor groups through the mental health department, and it wasn't enough. Along with the fact that as a lifer, it was also very dangerous for me to go to mental health, because anything that I say is put into my C-file, which is then taken to the board, and the board can perceive me trying to fix myself as still being broken and not let me parole. It was nothing for staff to say, well, I'll write you, because they know what the impact would be. And I think sometimes it took more for staff to be kind to an inmate because they were looked at as an inmate lover. You know, you can't be an inmate lover in prison. They come to work and they work out their problems on you. And sometimes it was being verbally attacked, and sometimes it was being physically attacked. The best thing you could do was stay as low-key as possible. To be low-key around inmates meant that you were a target. So there was a fine line. It was a balancing act. You know, staff had to not really know who you were, and inmates had to know who you were. I knew of staff that sexually abused inmates. I saw several relationships. Other staff knew, but nobody did anything about it. Because as far as they were concerned, it was 2 adults, so it was consensual. And it wasn't. It can't be consensual. How do I have any control to say yes or no? I have no choice but say yes. We had mock families. You have moms, dads, brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, grandparents, everything. I think that staff say mock families are good for them because you handle things internally and you don't bother me. But at the same time, if I go and I tell you, my partner is beating me up and I need help, oh, it's just a lover's quarrel. And it's like, no, I really need help. So now when I go lock in with my partner, I'm being questioned. What did you do? What did you say? You know, and if they don't believe me, then it's possible that you see me the next day with a black eye. Staff don't see women as that violent. And they're shocked. It seems like they're really shocked when they see true violence from a woman. They also don't believe that a woman can rape another woman. You know, they think that's humanly impossible. And then you have other staff that just, they don't want to deal with it, but it's not because they don't care. They don't know how to deal with it. Advocates can play a dual role. I mean, you can help make the institution safer by, you know, teaching the staff, giving them knowledge that they don't have because they're not trained for this. We're not allowed to say we're afraid. We're not allowed to show that we're afraid. So to be able to sit in front of someone and just take that mask off, you know, means everything. And I'm not going to take that mask off if I don't trust that you're going to receive what I have to say kindly or gently. To be willing to open up your own self and show that you are frail will allow me to show that I'm frail. And then to tell someone, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happened. It doesn't matter why you're here. That's not important. I'm here for you, and I believe you. I can understand the fear advocates have. It's violent, and it's very scary. But these are for people who live there. You don't live there. Tour the institution so that you know where you're going. You know what it looks like. Get to know the front desk officer, because that person can make your life very, very easy as far as navigating the system. I've had people tell me, you don't look like a lifer. And I'm not sure what a lifer looks like. I hurt just like you do. I try just like you do. I dream just like you do. I'm a human being. I'm not cattle. To know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel means everything. And that's what an advocate can give, is that light, that knowledge that you can make it through this, and I will be there.